It's 2. So the value inside this bracket is going to be now 2 squared minus 4. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So this value is going to be 0 there. If I plug in -4, -4 plus 5. Well, -4 plus 5 is just 1. 1 squared minus 4. Well, 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 4 is -3. We already have -4 because that's the vertex. And I'm going to teach you something very simple. That there's something called symmetry here. This value that's 1 above and 1 below is going to be the same. And this value that's 2 above and 2 below is going to be the same. So here we have 0 and 0 and -3, -3. So you don't really have to do the equation for all 5 points. Really, I only did it for 2 points. Because the vertex is given. I only did it for this point and this point. And then I used symmetry to figure out the rest. So pretty straightforward. Hopefully you guys understand that. -3 and 0, now we're going to graph it. So -3 is over here, and 0 is right there. -4 is here, and -3 is here. -5 is here, and -4 is here. -6 is here, and then -3 is here. And -7 is here, and 0 is here. And here we have our parabola. Obviously, yours should be a nicer U. And does it make sense? Well, let's see. My A value is 1, but 1 is a positive number, so it should be opening up. So this is opening up, so it kind of does make sense. Another example of graphing the parabola. Okay, here we go. So here we have A value is -2, H value, once again, it's not -3, it's +3. It's the opposite of whatever the sign is there, and K is 4. I already know that a lot of students are going to make a mistake on that H. It happens every single year. Make that table of values now. We know we want 5 points, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Y. The middle points are always going to be H and K, so 3 and 4 in this case. And then we're going to do 1 above, 1 below, and then 2 above, 2 below, so +1, +2, -1, -2. Those are my X values, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As for my Y values, well, let's plug in this X value here. 5 minus 3, I'm just going to be a bit quicker this time. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 squared is 4. And now we're multiplying that 4 with this -2. So 4 times -2 is -8. And -8 plus 4 is -4. I know I went a little bit quick there, but you can pause the video and try it yourself. Kind of running out of time here. Plug in 4. 4 goes here. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 squared is just 1. 1 times anything is that thing, so this is -2. -2 plus 4. -2 plus 4 is +2. And I know because of symmetry that this is going to be 2, and I know because of symmetry that this is going to be -4. So that's how quick you can do this. 3 and 4 is my it's my vertex, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I can do 3 and 4 as my starting point. And then 4 and 2, 4 and 2, and 5 and -4. And we have 2 and 2, so 2 and 2, and then 1 and -4, 1 and -4. And this is opening down, and does that make sense with our A value? It does. A value is negative. It should be opening down. Practice match the equations to the graphs. Once again, I'm just going to be a bit quicker. Normally I'd ask you to do this, but we are almost out of time. So yeah. So pause it, and if you want, you can try doing this yourself. I'm going to start now. So y equals x squared, that's called our parent function, or our basic function without any transformations, without any a values, h values, or k values. So this has a vertex of 0, 0. So I know this is going to be the black graph here. So I'm just going to color code it. I'm going to write black here. Okay. All right. What about the next one? Well, let's look at this one. Y equals x plus 3. Now let's look at this one. Y equals negative 2, x plus 3 squared minus 4. So here we have negative 2, a value, h values here, and k values here. But remember, my h value is not positive 3. You should always write them down. So h in this case is negative 3, and k is negative 4. So which graph has a vertex at negative 3 and negative 4? Well, negative 3 is here, negative 4 is here. That's red. The answer here is red, the red graph. What about this one here? What's my h value here? Well, my h value here is negative 3. My k value is 0. And in this one, my h value is also negative 3. And my k value is 0. The only thing here is this one has an a value of negative 2. What does that mean? Well, both of these are going to have the exact same vertex, and you can see that the blue and green graphs have the exact same vertex, but one's pointing down and one's right side up. The one that has the a value of negative is pointing down, so the blue graph is pointing down. And finally, the green graph is here. This one here, because the vertex is negative 3 and 0 and is facing upwards. So this is how you do an example like that. Process of elimination. All right, reading information on a graph. Let's see. Oh, going over time. A parabola has two parts, an increasing section and a decreasing section. These sections are separated by the vertex. The vertex is a point that is either the maximum or minimum value. The axis of symmetry is a line that runs through the vertex. Just something that you should know, the axis of symmetry, what it is this dotted, this dashed line that you see here, right? This dotted line. It's a line that goes through the vertex. That's it. It's just another point that you should know. It's just a line that goes through the vertex. So if I were to draw an axis of symmetry here, it would be this here. If I were to draw an axis of symmetry here, it would be this here. So it's just a line that goes through the vertex, exactly in the middle. Axis of symmetry is kind of splits the parabola into two, equal halves. You could say mirrored halves. That's important. Always graph this when asked to graph a parabola. As teachers are always looking for the axis of symmetry as a dotted line. And if you're not sure, the equation of the axis of symmetry is very simple. It's just x is equal to your h value, whatever your h value is. In this case, the axis of symmetry is x is equal to, what's my h value? Not negative 3, it's positive 3. X is equal to 3. And you'll notice that x is equal to 3. In this value, or in this graph, sorry, x is equal to negative 5. This is the axis of symmetry. This is the equation for axis of symmetry. Short form is AOS, axis of symmetry. And the way to write this equation is to write it in the form of x equals a number. And that number is your h value. Okay. So that is axis of symmetry, reading information on the graph. Okay. So at 0 meters, the height is 0. At 2.5 meters, it looks like it's at the maximum height, which is 2 meters maybe. At 4 meters, you're back down to 4 meters. At 5 meters, you're 5 meters is here, sorry, so you're 0. At 6 meters, 6.3 meters, 0, 0, 0. There's no more height. So I'm guessing this is maybe like someone threw a ball up in the air. It went to its highest point and it just fell to the ground and stayed on the ground. That's how you read a graph. And so recap learning goals: identify quadratic relations in a variety of forms, graph a quadratic in vertex form, and use critical points of a quadratic to answer questions. Critical points meaning like the vertex points, the y-intercept or the x-intercepts. All right, what are we doing today? You need to review the following for your test. No, I think you already did the test. This is what we're doing today. Hold on, let's see what's due today. Oh, another thing I should mention in the announcements, I've updated the course outline to reflect the dates a little bit better of what we're doing. So today is Wednesday, August 6th. No, this is the wrong one. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, so Wednesday, August 6th. So we have gone over chapter 3, 3.1, and 3.2. And today, quiz 7 is due, which is the quiz under the quizzes section here. And some of you have already completed it. So this one here. Okay. So good luck. And that's it for today's class. And now it's Q&A. Anyone have any questions?